Already forgotten where I'm going. UTQ. Why did that not work? I need to set up a key to hide this, but that can wait. Why is there... Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm real confused now. There we go. Plot route. It's been a while since I played Euro Truck. Euro Truck? Elite Dangerous. So it's going to take me a little bit of remembering things. Boy, do I not remember how to play this. I'm sure all the controls come back to me eventually, but right now I got nothing. guess I don't have a fuel scoop on this thing. Oh, I couldn't see the fucking... Wow, that's quite annoying, if I'm honest. How do I... There we go. Where the fuck's my escape vector? Oh, this is gonna go badly. Whatever. I don't know why truck driving is my thing, even in space, when I could be firing weapons. But this is like the most relaxing thing in the world. I don't know. I'm not a particularly vain person, quite clearly, but my beard is okay today. Right, while we're doing this, let's see what we're going to get from the key station. E2K. Although this is 9 days old information, so maybe I will refresh when I get there and see where we are. We got time. I need to set up a button to bring that up and down quickly. But can I bother doing it? No, but I'm going to. Maybe it's not going to be that hard. Maybe this is what I want. Oh boy. Well, maybe this worked. Hey, it did. I'm real smart. Spoiler alert, I'm not smart. Oh no, I've broken everything now. Right, did that actually break everything? No, it seems like everything is actually working. It's a Christmas miracle. I'm sorry if I'm making terrible mic noises. But you know, these things have to be fucking dealt with. And now I have something in my eye. And it sucks. So, fun fact about me, I don't deal well with eye stuff. And so this is really messing with me. I have I don't know if phobia is the right word, but maybe phobia is the right word. I don't like eye stuff. I'll give you an example. Maybe 3 months ago, I went for an eye test. I was due for one. Get some new glasses. And they do the thing where the glaucoma test, where you put your chin on a thing, you look at a picture of a hot air balloon in the distance, and they shoot a jet of air at your eyeball. And even just now thinking about it, my eyes watering. And basically I was in tears in this thing, like not emotionally, but like just I knew it was coming and my eyes just started watering instantly. Like even now thinking about it, my eyes watering and I hate it. I don't and I never have dealt well with eyeball stuff. What am I doing? Still haven't played this game in a while. Now, if you're an Elite Dangerous nerd, you'll think, why the fuck is this guy wasting cargo space on docking computers? And you raise a good point. While this ship is difficult to fly and get through the letterbox because it's so huge, it's doable. I could do it. I have done it. But you see, I like to smoke. And docking is a perfect time to do that. I don't play this game for super efficiency or progressing through whatever. I do it because it's relaxing to just ship things. I like flying my space truck around, you know? And I go just long enough not playing this game to forget how everything works. So let's sell our tritium for a 2 million profit, which is not amazing, but it's better than nothing. I can update my oh, did my mouse controls a thing here? Apparently it is. And I'm gonna hit this button so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna do this again. This is something I changed from 9 days to 36. Okay, basic medicine. Oh. Okay, since when did this actually move your head around? I don't like it. Oh, that's why. Where am I? Where the hell's... Oh, I'm in cell. So dumb. It's been a while. We sell any map date I can sell. And then we are going to set this up to go to HIP 88726. Okay. Launch, and then we don't need this anymore. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. That's the wrong key again. 3 jumps. And as always, auto launch and docking, a great time to smoke. So I'm on a Ah, whatever. Straight enough. So, I don't really know why I'm trying to make money. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm actually intending to do with it. I do have other ships. I know I have at least one that is designed to kill things. I don't think I've maxed that out, so that'll be one thing I'll use that money for. But hey, whatever. That's like flying stuff around. Wait, is this where I'm going already? And I'm going to Barba Orbital. And now we smoke. If it wasn't such a nightmare to do, I think I want to move my mic arm to the other side of my desk over here. Problem is that creates so many other problems. And also the biggest problem is that I'm very, very lazy. I don't know. Problem is where it is at the moment. I can't get it out of the way to smoke and type and see my other screen. Like, I'm looking through this bit here on my other screen, basically. If I put it here, that doesn't become a problem because I can fucking angle it so it comes in like into the shot here, and I'm looking there at one screen and there at the other, so I'm fine. But I don't have a lot of room over this side where I'd put it, like just in my place in general. And after much thought, I don't want to move this. I can move my whole desk like 90 degrees, so this behind me would actually be to my right. But then I have to move, like I've got lights over here I'd have to move, and that ain't gonna happen. I don't know. I'll figure something out. So here's the other problem, right? I'm right-handed. I have my joint in my hand, but then to get it to my mouth without moving anything, I'd have to like lift my arm right up by this and like this, which is super unnatural. But then the other option would be to use this at this the microphone points. This is hard to do. Points down. This is up in the air, but then this is even more in my line of sight. And you know what? Let's fuck around with it. What else am I doing? You know, I'm waiting for the ship to dock. So like this kinda, but I hate this. This is worse. I feel like I'm close to being onto something, but I'm actually miles away. I think there's no real solution I'm going to be happy with unless I actually move where the arm is bolted to my desk. Oh, that didn't sound good. This is okay. Because now basically this vertical piece here is to the right of my eye line of my other monitor. Problem is I don't know how any of this sounds. Now smoking is a lot easier. Maybe I'm onto something, I don't know. Anyway, we'll fiddle some more with that when we're docking again. Sell our basic medicine here for 3.5 mil profit. We're going to bring up our magic here. Will this work how I think it's going to? Yes, it is. We're at Barba. Should have a very short time here because we just landed and automatically does it. Okay, Cobalt. There you go, some real money as well. Cobalt. And then we hit this and this, and we try not to type this wrong. Kalotics. I think actually this microphone situation is going to work out. I don't know how it sounds. I need to look into that. But currently I think we might be on to a winner. Four jumps. Yeah, maybe I sort something out. The only other thing I got to think about with this is on the few occasions when I want to use a microphone when I'm also using my racing wheel, is this angle will be a problem when I'm like doing this basically, except sat way closer to that wall. I don't know. It's almost perfect. Like where I'm sat at the moment is like it covers my bad eye, one corner of that screen, like, but not my good eye. What concerns me is this is actually also getting further and further away from my mouth, and I really don't know how it's going to go. Maybe, well, I see some I see my OBS liking it. Slash thinking I'm too loud. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try a bit of this. Oh, also let me get rid of this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is the thing. to go back and watch this VOD, I guess. I feel like maybe it's too high, perhaps? I don't know. This probably sounds a lot worse when I'm looking directly at that screen as well. If I'm looking ahead and playing the game and I'm talking sort of to the side of the microphone, it's probably a lot better. I don't know. Again, I gotta watch the thing. I'll watch the VOD. My hair's kind of getting long and shitty. I don't really plan on cutting it. I might. The beard is not getting cut. I decide I'm going to grow that out again. Going so grey. I don't dislike it, I just wish it was consistently grey instead of just like this in here. Where am I going? James Dock. Man, I have to actually play the game that this song comes from. One of these days, I'm gonna find a way to play Wangan Midnight. Particularly Wangan Midnight 4. It can't be that hard, but I just gotta look into what I actually need to do. And if I can play it with my wheel, even better. I think that'll be a lot of fun, because I just love... Obviously, as you'll probably tell if you pay attention to my little Spotify thing that's just there, I like this guy a lot. Yuzo Koshiro. He's real good. And all this stuff that isn't Streets of Rage comes from a series of arcade driving games I'd never heard of called Wangan Midnight Maximum Tune. And I've really got to play this one. I've got to play 4. So I'd never heard of it. I heard of the soundtrack before I've ever heard of the game. And I play a lot of driving stuff, so why wouldn't I play it, you know? Maybe it's cool. Maybe it's not. I gotta know. I gotta know if I can. For all I know, there is no way of playing it short of going to fucking Japan and finding an arcade cabinet, but that ain't gonna happen anytime soon for a lot of reasons. Right, while we're docking here, let's bring up this. This is where we are now. Or rather, it's where we're about to dock. We are on Jones Dock. We're going to hit this now, but then we're also going to research it again because this is going to change from 10 hours to seconds, obviously, once we land. Because that's how the market connector works. This is not a lot of money. While I have this open, can I just have a look at this perhaps? And we'll do this, and we'll do this, and we'll hit find trade route and see if that gets us anything that's more interesting. I mean, these are interesting numbers immediately. 4 hours and 2 minutes, and this is stuff that's actually going to happen. Are these... Oh, I got planter turned off. Maybe I'm going to do this instead. Let's get these seemingly guaranteed ones rather than just taking the nearest available thing and then hoping that there's something good from Lone Rock, fucking whatever. Yeah, let's close this tab. We'll work on this for a bit, I think. So we're going to buy some resonating separators. Okay, so nearly 15 mil. You'll have to see it. We're buying resonating separators. You know what? Before I do, let's refresh this because this will be longer than this will be shorter than 10 hours now. See, now it's saying aquaponic systems, and this is a very different route. But we're going to go with it, and we're just going to update as we go. So, aquaponics, Shablamo. Actually, while I'm here, can I do any of this nonsense? Sure. You can tell I interact a lot with this stuff, can't you? Can you actually? Oh, they haven't got any. Okay, whatever. Whatever, let's just get on with it. Auto launch. We'll get rid of this. Nope, that's the wrong key. There we go. Oh, I didn't even set my thing. We're going to Holos. Holos. Oh, Holos. 8 jumps. Oh, damn. To make not a lot of profit. You know, that's not. My neck hurts. Kind of always does. On a somewhat related note, I quit my softball team because I broke my wrist. I broke this wrist twice last year. I played softball. Broke it in a game. A month later, doctor cleared me to play. Broke it immediately, and it hasn't felt right since, as you might imagine. And just the idea of playing softball scares me, honestly. So I'm not playing softball because my hand and my wrist don't feel like they're mine. Let me set up where I'm flying to next, and I'll show you what I mean. Lining up, waiting to cool down. There we go. So I broke this bone here, this bone. Basically, if you get your fist like this and if you try and turn like your whole wrist towards your thumb, so you go like this way, and it's like the bone that sticks out just above this lump here, it's right here, this one. Basically, I snapped that clean through into what's called the ostraquetrum, or the pyramid bone, and both times I snapped it clean in half. Oh, I need to have a drink, hang on. Fortunately, I'm prepared. Aha. Oh, so I snapped that bone in half. Did 3 months of physiotherapy and like fucking extended rehab and shit. I now have a wrist brace that I never take out of my bag, just in case, because I have no confidence in my right hand anymore, which is kind of terrifying. So I'm gonna be really real with you. I'm massively out of shape. Softball was one thing that's keeping me in check. I'm not going to go out and play another team sport again. I want to get back into bowling. The problem with bowling is obviously that's a lot of strain on my right wrist. The reason I took up bowling in the first place is when I decided, hey, this is a thing I want to take seriously, is because when I used to go bowling in Bristol 10, 11 years ago, in the middle of a Monday afternoon, there would always be this group of, I'm getting, whatever, I'm getting, I would always see the same 4 men and women in their, I'm going to say late 60s. My dude, you've got to leave me alone right now. Let me solve that problem. So I would see these 2 old guys and 2 old gals, all with their own bowling balls there every single Monday, like I was. I was like, well, if they can do this into their 60s, I can definitely do this into my 60s, you know? This is something that I can do for a very long time. Where am I going? Pondport. It would be the one that's miles away, wouldn't it? But now, is that true anymore, considering I'm afraid to use my right hand? You know, and so I haven't... The most I've done is I've tried picking up my strike ball. My is a 14-pound ball. I've tried picking that up without my thumb in the ball, because I bowl without my thumb in the ball anyway. And just trying to cup it, and cupping it, if you're not familiar, is literally so this is upside down. So imagine the ball is here and gravity is going this way. You go, but I can't. So you've got the ball sort of like in your wrist, in here, right, cupped, but without my thumb in the ball. Those people who bowl probably put their thumb in. I can't for a lot of reasons, so I thumb out, and that was scary. And that's the most I've done. So I can't imagine then. So here's the other thing, right? I'm not a good bowler. I do it because it's fun. But like with so many things in my life. And the thing with that ball, that 14-pound ball, is to get it down the lane without it hooking. Because I bowl with a lot of hook, but I don't bowl with a lot of speed. So to get that ball down the lane without it hooking into the left gutter every single time, I've got to put fucking everything into power to get it down the lane. Otherwise it just hooks off and it misses the head pin, and it goes into the left gutter because it hooks too much. So when I'm at, like when I'm super in practice and I've got the Popeye forearms, all I've been doing is bowling, then I can consistently get it down the lane. But now I've got a hand that doesn't work and I haven't bowled in like a year. At least a year, more than a year. And I'm scared. I'm worried that I'm going to try and actually get a ball down the lane because I'm going to be frustrated that I'm just hooking everything off to the gutter. And then I'm going to overdo it, and this bone here, this guy, is going to go, nah mate. So that's the way you do it, right? You got to bend, got to cock your wrist towards your thumb, and then you go like this, and it's this one. You got a big like bone where your arm bone sticks out, and it's like just up from that. It's like a little lumpy guy in there. And I'm just thinking, because of the motion of bowling, where it's this, where you're putting a lot of strain in here, if I'm just gonna, my hand's just gonna fall off. Now the other thing I could do is try bowling with the wrist brace on, but I don't know if that's actually going to do anything, and I think it might make it much more difficult to even bowl anyway, and I don't know. So what I think I need to do is go down there with my plastic ball, just £10, and which, like, I can, even if I try and hook the ever-living fuck out of it, if I bowl like at a reasonable pace, it won't hook, because that's just how it's designed to do. It's designed to have less friction than the urethane ball. Yeah, so this is polyester, the other one's urethane. The polyester ball just goes, it's meant to skid straight on, basically, unless you bowl slow or hook it a lot, or both. I kind of hook it a lot because I don't put my thumb in the ball. And plus it's all fucking cricket leg breaks again, so it's this. Bowling, leg breaks, and fucking bowling, you know. Like, the difference between a leg break and a bowling hook is one has your hand facing this way and one has it the other way, you know. Like, one you have your fingers like this and one you have your fingers like this. Like, it's just one's this and one's this from underneath. Still the same wrist spin motion. I realise it doesn't look, so I'm just doing this, it looks like it's going both ways. No, it's going like, so you have it like this way, cocked this way, and you turn it over. Is wrist spin, wrist. The other one is finger spin. This is wrist spin, leg spin, which is the same as bowling, which I can't show you, but because you're here, it's this basically. Without your thumb, it goes like this. That is the same as that. Bowling and bowling together at last. So yeah, I think I gotta man up one of these days and take the plastic ball down there and just hook that around, knowing that it's not gonna hook, but that's the whole point. But just to get some confidence that I can actually swing my arm, swing my wrist a bit without causing any problems, and then I'll just bowl the strike ball dead straight with my thumb in it for a bit to get used to the weight, I guess. I don't think I've ever put my thumb in that ball to bowl. I think I put my thumb in that ball when they first had the holes drilled to measure it, and since then I don't think I've, well, apart from like to pick it up off the rack, I might put my thumb in it, but I don't actually put my thumb in it, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Interestingly, when I got that ball drilled, I said to the guy, well, considering I don't put my thumb in the ball anyway, can we just drill the thumb hole somewhere where it's going to help how I bowl? And he's like, we could, but you're better off just having it where you put your thumb in case you put your thumb in it later. I guess. And then here we are, like 8 years after that, and I still haven't put my thumb in that ball to bowl it. I can't cup a ball with so before I broke my wrist, I couldn't cup a ball with my thumb in it. It's like something to do with the anatomy of my thumb and my wrist and football injuries. So I'm a goalkeeper, and it just makes it so that is so unnatural and uncomfortable, and I cannot find a way. Like, I even said this to the guy, like can I have my thumb hole drilled in at an angle instead of into the center of the ball? Can I, you know, what can we do? Because I can't do it. He says, we could do that, but you don't want to do that. I'm like, alright, well, he knows better than I do. This is my logic with a lot of things. I could have argued with him and said, but well, yeah, you're right, but can we do this anyway? Like, what's the point in pressing on that? The guy knows best. So also while I was there, he refilled and re-drilled the thumb hole on my spare ball, which I had before, because that was done by a guy. I feel like, in hindsight, looking back now, that was just done by some dude, and I think that caused a lot of issues to why I can't put a thumb in a ball now, because that's in. So where it got moved, if you imagine, if you're looking straight down where my thumb is, like the two fingers are lined up like in a horizontal line, the thumb is moved like southeast of where it used to be. So before I was like this, and now I'm like this. And I don't know, I bowl spares better, I guess. I used to miss a lot of single pins, and I don't miss so many. Well, I said I haven't bowled in a while, but when I was bowling regularly, I don't miss so many since I got the plastic ball re-drilled. I don't know, I would love to get back into it. I'm scared. It's got to be done, but maybe, well, we'll see. The thing that made me think of bowling over softball, even though I don't want to do either at the moment, is because softball, something can just go bam and happen, whereas bowling, if something feels wrong, I can stop. I won't stop myself playing softball, because I don't stop myself playing any sport. That's why I've got this finger, because I broke it 5 minutes in the second half of a game of football, and then finished the game, and now that's as straight as that finger will ever go. So I'm dumb. Anyway, let's sell this, and let's sell this, and let's move my drink so I don't spill it everywhere, all over my keyboard. We're going to do this, bring this guy up. We're at Pond Port now, so we're just going to update this. See what that actually gets us. Is this the most optimal way of doing this? Probably not. Is this the way I'm going to do it? Yes, it is. So narcotics, okay. If you insist, video game, and we are going to circlage. Okay, we don't need this anymore. And let's auto launch. And let's move my drinks. Where else are I always with it? Like my face. So yeah, bowling will happen eventually, I guess. It has to. It's a lot of fun. I don't understand people who say they don't like bowling. It's like, what's not to like? Throw the big heavy thing at stuff. you know? How many jumps we make there? 8. Alright, well. There you go. Go over there, drink, where you can't hurt anybody anymore. There's a lid on the bowl. So, they're putting out a new expansion to this, and I have paid no attention to what it actually is. Maybe that is a thing I should do on the stream. You know what? Let's see what the internet has to say. Elite Dangerous Odyssey. €35. Okay, more running around on planets, which is not something I was that bothered about. Wide variety of contracts and play your way from diplomacy and commerce to lethal stealth and all that combat. Well, that's nothing new. Social hubs, I don't play online ever. First person combat. It's an FPS now? What? No, that, hang on. I need to watch a video on mute, and because there's no way this is they're putting first person shooter stuff in this. I think what this guy is holding in this screenshot is a gun, but I don't know. Okay, I'm looking at the intense tactical combat on foot. You are having a laugh, aren't you? You are having a laugh. That man has a rifle on his back. Okay, there's literally FPS in this. I don't need first person shooting in Elite Dangerous for the same reason I don't need to take a piss in my washing machine. I have better things I can do that with. Like, that's baffling. Who wanted that? Who's playing Elite Dangerous thought, yeah, I want this to be a first-person shooter. Like, the dogfighting is a thing. I get that's in some respects maybe some amount of the work done or something. I don't know, but I don't know what. Why would you? Like, here's what I'm thinking. If you wanted to make a first-person shooter, why would you not make a standalone first-person shooter and sell that for €35? Because what is the crossover of people who wanted to play Elite Dangerous enough to buy it in the first place and then want to pay €35 for a first-person shooter on top of it? That's... I'm perplexed. That's... I mean, credit for trying something different. I don't know, just... My point is, though, I don't think this is necessarily different. They should have tried. That's bizarre. Now, where am I going? Adamson. Wait, no, I'm in the wrong system. One more to go. Why would... That's so weird. I mean, like I said, I don't play this game online. Maybe there is some subsection of people who are clamoring for that, but I can't imagine. So strange. I don't know. There are a great many things about the world I don't understand. Why should video games, the only thing I've ever paid any attention to, be any different? Bizarre. I mean, this is what Eve did, didn't they? They made a first-person shooter based on Eve, but I don't know if anyone played that either. Dust 7 something. I didn't just make that up, did I? It's possible I made it up. I gotta find out now. 514? Yeah. I was close. I knew their numbers. I don't get it. I'm trying to work out if it would somehow make more or less sense for to have a battle royale on there now as well. You know, just to really hit the generic 21st century video game trope list. It's shooter and it's a battle royale. Yeah. Man, something is getting screwy with my my system. I keep getting these little hitches. I think honestly, I think I just need to run it back and clean it around my fucking video card. But something is slowly dying. I think it's the graphics. It's unfortunate. I don't have a lot of money to solve a problem like that right now. Okay, so let's sell our business. Look at our magic cheat sheet. Have the right window be active so I can actually do things. Hello? Okay. Elite is being elite. Cool. Now, so bring up this guy. We copy this. Put it in here. We are at Adamson. We hit this. Silver. And we are taking this silver to okay. We don't need this anymore. Just check I got fuel and stuff. Yep. Launch. How many jumps am I making here? 9, it's getting longer and longer. Friendship drive. Oh, not much left. So, to break my wrist, this, using a grinder, very difficult. I don't mean like it hurts, I mean it's actually just physically challenging to do. Like the motion is actually tricky. It's hard to describe. Next one, past the star. Friendship drive. That almost went very poorly. Can you not interdict me just as I'm halfway through rolling a joint, please, video game? I'd really appreciate it. Oh, damn you. Will this actually work? Ah! Okay, cool. Crisis averted. gone quiet because the concentration levels are intense here. Only halfway joking. I don't know. I was real confused about where the limit of how close to that star I could get was. That sure sounded like a sentence. So the plan is to pick up and roll the joint while I auto dock. And now that I have like weed on the paper and ready to roll it, is when I guarantee I'll get fucking interdicted at a really inconvenient point and not be able to get out of it. Because that is usually what happens to me when I roll a joint. The computer says no. Fuck it, let's take a chance and try and roll this now. I swear, if I get fucking interdicted, I'm gonna be so mad. Don't fucking do it to me, video game. I see that motherfucker. Sweet. Some of my favourite video games are ones where you can semi-comfortably roll a joint while playing and not miss out on anything. Dota queues, auto-docking in Elite Dangerous, even though there's a massive air bubble in this. I think I got it. What do you reckon? Can you see an air bubble? Of course you can. It's a great joint. Nice little skinny one. Didn't fancy a gigantic one. I've been rolling too many of those. I need to get back in the habit of trying to roll little toothpicks. Okie dokie. Let's refuel. Let's sell some maps. Then let's sell whatever it is. Whatever junk in the trunk we got. Silver. 13 no profit. And then let's hit this and this. And we are now at Tasman Vision. Weed is in the way, as always. We are at Tasman Vision. Agronomics. This is basic agronomics. Word life. Agronomic. And then we hit this, and then we hit this. We type in Carmenta. Do this, and we auto launch, and we make this go away. Nine jumps. This might be my last one, I think. It's gonna make should make some money. Where's like my stats? This is not the stats I was thinking of. This was a mistake. Codex, maybe? Well, yeah, this is what I was looking for. Anyway. you know, sometimes it's just fun to fly around in space. Sometimes. Hot indeed. It would have to be fucking miles away, wouldn't it? Oh, hey man, I didn't see you there. Oh, you know, not bad. Relaxing. Sorry I didn't see that message sooner. You know, not far off if I'm honest. You know, space flight is what it is. Relaxing, chill times. Same as it always is. As I say that, as I'm about to get interdicted. Or maybe not. Nice. I never really got into exploration. I just like, because I just like doing cargo and being a bus driver and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, ultimately exploration's the same thing, but I like racking up money as well. The passenger stuff's quite fun just because you can fly around pretty damn quickly. Like, this cargo ship is heavy as hell and it feels like it. No, my actual game for one I don't want to deal with buddies is Euro Truck Simulator. But I've played so much of that at the moment, I kind of want to do some space trucking instead of some Euro trucking. Am I doing trade loops? Well, I'm about to stop, but no, I'm not doing loops. I'm just, do I still have my thing open? I'm doing this business, but I'm not taking it super hardcore seriously. I'm just sort of just, Elite Dangerous trading is time for me to chill out, you know. I don't even remember what ships I've got. It's been a while since I played this. I need to have a look. Maybe I should do that before I bounce out of here. I think I have. I don't remember what I have, but I think I might have an Anaconda. I also might have sold it. I don't remember anything I've done in this game. For all I know, I sold my Beluga. I don't remember. Yeah, I've definitely done that too. Yeah, while you guys are here, I can ask you a question. How does my mic sound when I'm looking in this direction? I.e. right at the thing. Am I too loud? Am I okay? No, excuse me. Great, thank you. Perfect. I'm so glad to hear that because I get real paranoid about that. Yeah, this is from Streets of Rage. So this playlist is what I put together, and it's literally called Video Game Bangers that Twitch won't mute the VODs for. And so it's got a lot of Streets of Rage in it. I was gonna quit, but it seems like a shame to quit now. Yeah, I'll carry on going. Where's my my cheat sheet? So, I am now at this one. This place. Here. Silver. That's the wrong key, that's what I want. And we are going to, oh dear me, STKM 1616. We don't need this anymore. Yeah, whatever, cool. Launch. I love the title music to Road Rash 2 so much, but I don't think it's on Spotify, else it would totally be in this playlist. Friendship drive charging. Ever since this game came out, I don't hear frame shift, I hear friendship. If you're going to buy new controllers, get the 8-bit Do wireless ones that will actually fit into a Mega Drive or a Genesis, depending on where you are in the world. I have an 8-bit Do controller here that I use for my Wii. Not my Wii, my Switch. That is fantastic, and I love it a whole lot. I want to buy the clip that goes for it so I can bolt my phone to the thing. And suddenly my frame rate just decided it didn't like me. Interesting. This one I can't, but they also sell receivers that I could use to do it with. That makes sense. 8-bit though. Like Nintendo, but 8-bit instead of Nintendo. 8. The number 8. BITDO. And I say this as someone who spends way too much money on controllers, because this is my third Elite Xbox Elite controller, so that's €500 right there. Switch Pro, that's another €70. The 8-bit though was 40 something. Over there somewhere I've got a Hori Rap 4, I think. I don't remember what it is, but I've got a fight stick that costs like $150. A fighting commander's over there that I don't like, that's like $60 as well. I don't know, I spend too much on controllers, and the point is the 8-bit though is real good. for how much it is as well. I thoroughly recommend them. Don't buy Xbox Elite controllers. They suck. They fall apart quite badly. They feel really nice while they work, but they don't work for long enough for how much you have to pay for them. How many have we got to go? 5. Yeah, sitting 6 feet from the TV, not great. I say this when I'm sitting considerably closer to this gigantic monitor that's right in front of my face. But, yeah, there's a fair bit of difference in that. Man, I used to love sitting on the floor right in front of the TV playing games as a kid. So the last time I did something similar to that is when I was at university, which was now, man, that was 15 years ago now. But we were playing Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube. And that's the one where you've got to hook up a Game Boy Advance and use that as a controller on the GameCube. So it was me and my girlfriend, my mate and his girlfriend. One small problem, I didn't have a Game Boy Advance. I've never have done. What I did have though was my own GameCube and a Game Boy player bolted onto the bottom of it that actually worked. So I had my own TV that was just on the floor working as a Game Boy Advance to play that game. It was so funny. So I was just sat in front of that. Instead of having a Game Boy Advance like here in front of my eyes, I just had a gigantic fucking old ass CRT on the floor. That game was a lot of fun. That was a fun dynamic to play that at that time. Banana chairs? I don't know what a banana chair. I'll have a look. Let me set up my next jump, and I'll have a look what a banana chair is. But it's not ringing any bells. Also, where do you think over there is? Because I know my accent would suggest the United Kingdom, but no, sir. Right. Let's try to break everything with banana chairs. I am somewhere in Europe. That's good enough. I'm in the Netherlands. I'm in Amsterdam. Banana chair. Oh my god, these things. I've seen a couple of them. I don't see a lot of them. South Africa? No, I'm not in South Africa. Or are you in South Africa? I do, in theory, like South Africa. Like, I would love to go to South Africa to watch some cricket. I'm a big cricket guy. Have a braai and all that stuff, you know. Go to like Pretoria or Cape Town or something. Braai, cricket. Oh, I can't drink beer, but we'll figure something out on that front. Maybe some wine. Some South African wine is a good shout. If anyone could fly anywhere at the moment. Where was I going? Davy Gateway. Castles, cathedrals. I'm trying to think where would be best to go if that's really what you want to see. So I'm from the southwest of England. If you started in like Bristol and went west through Wales, and then if you go from Cardiff, if you fly out from Cardiff then, or get on the train from Cardiff and go to mainland Europe, if you want to see old architecture, that would be the way to do it. I would recommend. Amsterdam is amazing, but also you can see, once you've seen 10 minutes worth of Amsterdam architecture, you've seen it all. It's all very similar, but there are some beautiful canals. Belgium, don't bother with, it's wasting your time. Germany's very nice. I liked my time in Munich. I like Munich a lot. Prague is beautiful. You can get to Prague. I want to go to Vienna really badly. I haven't done that yet. I want the world to open back up. I just want to get on the train and go some places before I have to get a Dutch passport, because my British passport is basically useless now. But I think I can still get on the train and get some stuff done with it. Just going through airports are tricky. Ah, you bastards. Just as I'm talking about not being able to go anywhere, getting detected. Of course. Where the hell was I going? It's expensive to travel over there. Once get back to international flight was to like to get from country to country. So it depends on how you want to get between country to country, and it depends where specifically you're going from. So for example, I live in Amsterdam. If I want to get on the train to, let's say, Berlin, that's going to cost me maybe $50 in one direction, €50 in one direction. And that's like 4 hours, but I can also get on the plane and pay probably about the same amount of money for a 20-minute flight. So I had this conversation with my buddy actually. We went to ESL1 Hamburg a couple of years ago, and the choices were we could sit on the train for, I think it was 9 hours, or we could pay €10 more and get a flight and be done in 45 minutes. So you're going to find those trade-offs everywhere. It's always going to come down to, do you want to pay, maybe like is the gap between the flight and the train ride, both in time and money, like where's the balance for you, you know? Personally, I don't like flying. I don't like the whole hassle of going through airports. It really bothers me. But also, I hate the idea of sitting on a train for 9 hours more than I do a 45-minute flight. So that was the calculus for me on that one. So it's all basically affordable, and again, it all comes down to where you're going to and from. So, for example, when I do go home for Christmas, which I don't make a big habit of, I fly from Amsterdam to Bristol. Now, Amsterdam to Bristol is a much cheaper flight than Bristol to Amsterdam is, because there's a lot more demand to go to Amsterdam than there is to go to Bristol. And again, you're going to make those trade-offs. So if you got it in your head that I'm going to go to Berlin, I'm going to go to Madrid, I'm going to go to Rome, if you're going to see like all the big heavy hitters and you're going to do it in the air, you're going to pay for it. But you don't really want to do that all the time anyway. You should see some of those places for sure. There's a reason why they are important places to see. But you shouldn't have like a checklist of I want to see this historic city and this historic city. So no, I should go through this part of the country that no one talks about on my way to, you know what I'm saying? And you'll save some money doing it like that as well. But not to tell you how to spend your money. I mean, you gotta do what's right for you. But if I was doing it personally, I would get on the train to short places. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. And again, if there's somewhere specific you want to go to, and just the way the mathematics of both the time and the money work out, that you've got to, it makes more sense to fly than you fly. You know, you gotta see how it is. But you definitely should check both. And if you can drive and you want to rent a car, that's another option again. I don't know what that's like because I can't drive, so. Okay, so let's bring up our cheat sheet. This is where we are now. We are at Davy Gateway. And we're going to buy agronomic treatment. We're going to be doctors of agronomics. World life. This is basic agronomics. I can't do that anymore. I broke that finger. That's a bad wrestling joke. Right, so let's set up our routes. We are going to hip 53634. Bam. We don't need this anymore. Launch. Five jumps. Short. Yeah, and some of the train rides you're going to take, if you do go through Europe, are worth taking the train ride for, you know? Like, if you go between two big cities, maybe not, but if you're going, like, through, like, the north of Italy, or, like, through Austria or something by train. Like, don't see the UK by train. That's a waste of time. Like, get to where you... so the one thing I'll say about the UK, don't bother having, like, I'm going to go from here to here to here. No, pick your one city you're going to go to the UK and just go to that, because it's not worth it. Like, the drive through the UK is not interesting. Like, a train ride through the UK is not interesting, and everything's so close you wouldn't want to take a flight because it won't be economic to do so. So I'd either start or finish in the UK somewhere. And I personally would say not London, but that's because I don't like London. Plenty of people like London, it's just me. I would always say go to Wales, go to Cardiff, go to Newport. What are we doing? Of course, the other way you could do, for food. So I'm really not the best person to ask for that question because I have celiac disease, and so it's gluten intolerance, and so finding things to eat are a challenge for me. So I'm far from the best person to ask. And then my own personal biases will kick in that, you know, I like a lot of Dutch food, but Dutch food is not anything special. I like Italian food, but you can get Italian food anywhere, and Italian food is Italian food. If you like strange sort of delights, I guess, go to Scotland, where you can have something traditional, like you can get yourself your haggis and all that stuff and do it properly, or you could go get a deep fried Mars bar, another Scottish delicacy, deep fried pizza and so on. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. That might be your idea of a good time. Come on, you bastard. There we go. I mean, I'll tell you where I did really like the food. I really liked the food when I went to Prague. There's just a really wide mix of stuff. You know about the haggis? Well, haggis is alright. It's fine. I mean, it's like with everything. There's good haggis and there's bad haggis. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having the heart, lungs and liver of a sheep boiled in its own stomach. What's weird about that? Sure. So when I was in Prague, my brother had a pork knee, and it was literally as it sounds. It was literally just the knee of a pig, and it was on like a not quite a spit, but it was on like on a skewer, and underneath it was like a bucket kind of trough thing to catch all the things that were dripping out this pork thing. And it looked gnarly, and he loved every single bite of that pork knee. You know, you just gotta. There's a reason why people eat these things. Like no one's gonna put a plate of food in front of you if it doesn't taste good. You know what I mean? There's a reason why they're selling that for a profit in their business. To each his own. I mean, for example, my favorite thing to eat here is called capsalon, which literally translated is hair salon. But capsalon is it's a fast food thing. You have like a tin foil tray, and the bottom layer is French fries, and then you have a layer of meat. Which for me, I always get chicken because I like chicken a lot. Then you melt cheese on top of that, and then you have a layer of greens, so like lettuce and cucumber and tomato. And then on top of that, you put sambal, and sambal is like this Indonesian hot sauce. It's kind of thick and chunky. Super, 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 super hot sauce. And that is my just favourite thing in the world. Kit capsule. Just nice hearty meal that isn't going to make me sick because it's got nothing in it that can make me sick, and it tastes amazing. I love a capsule. But again, it's a personal preference thing. I just like my little spicy fast food thing, you know. But yeah, ordinarily you would have it with doner kebab meat, but I like chicken a great deal more, and so I have it with chicken. Super, super spicy, and with the more lettuce and cucumber and stuff on it on top, the better. I love all that stuff. You need to go through the spice because sambal is really hot. So you get a nice really spicy chunk of chicken with some crisp fresh lettuce. It's needed. I can't imagine having a capsule on without all the greens on top. It wouldn't be right. It'd just be kind of like eating a very tasty but really heavy kind of pie, because there's a lot of cheese melted into the thing as well. A lot of cheese. Man, I'm hungry now. What time is it? Too early for food. I mean, this also helps with the appetite, obviously. Oh hey, I didn't see you follow me. So I got problems with my notifications. Thanks, man. I only just saw that email come through. Cheers. For whatever reason, I've got like the mini feed thing in Streamlabs OBS, and it hasn't updated anything in like 2 years. And every time I try and Google to find a solution to it, nothing works. I don't know why that thing just doesn't work. Oh shit, sorry man. I didn't realise it's been that long. Yeah, I don't know why that mini feed just doesn't update for me. So if I miss an email coming through, even though I've got this stupid thing on my wrist, I don't know what to do. As you can tell, I'm not like the most fucking professional streamer in the world. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Like, I enjoy streaming when no one's watching, just because, like, I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. But it's nice to have someone to chill out with, you know, as well. Yeah. Well, sorry it took me a while, but yeah, I'm here now. Okay, so I'm going to refuel. I'm going to sell some maps. I'm going to sell. We'll become the Doctor of Agronomics, Word Life, and then we're going to pull up the cheat sheet. This is where we are now. Oops. Yeah, we're getting there. I don't know what I'm going to do with any of this cash, but I'm making a whole bunch of it. Silver. I mean, I Okay, I've actually got to look what other ships I've got, rather than just talking about it. Let me set up where I'm going, and then we'll have a look in the old hangar business. Lu Huang? I don't know, Lu Huang. Okay, let's make this go away. Well, exploration is quite as lucrative as I thought it'd be, unless you service scan everything and even go to war. Do you have the expansion where you're landing on planets and doing all that stuff? Because I think that might be the way to do it. I don't know enough about exploration, if I'm honest. Shipyard, maybe, is what I want. Horizons, yeah, Horizons. Okay, so all I've got is a cutter. I guess I sold my beluga. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if the actual the planetary landing stuff is what you want to do for exploration or not. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Wish I could help. Whatever. We'll deal with that another time. How much money do I have now? 112 million. Well. Right, I got my thing set up, haven't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. Launch. It seems like a lot. I looked into those briefly when they came out, and I was like, nah. I mean, it's annoying enough grinding all the reputation out of the grind to get the cutter now that I think about it, but I don't even remember doing anything with it when I got it. I don't know. Yeah, I was looking into doing one of those while I had the beluga, because that's the only thing like the jump range made sense for me to do it with. I can't remember what stopped me apart from just... No, I don't remember what stopped me from doing it. I was going to and then I decided not to, but I don't remember why I decided not to. And now I don't have the pimped out beluga anymore, so... I mean, yeah, but I was in a ship that was designed to specifically go a long-ass way. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that will take like the longest drive possible on Euro Truck Simulator and bang it out in one sitting. I'm the kind of guy who does like hour-long races in project cars. Like doing the long treks is fine for me. That's why I can't think why I wouldn't have done it. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what Beluga was, but it was up there because I'd done the engineering stuff specifically for jump range. Yeah, I don't remember. Passenger stuff was so boring though, it's just like you'd have to go so far to make so little money. Unless you want to take like high risk people, and I'm not interested in doing that. But then I don't know if it's any better doing this or I'm just using EDDB to find where I'm going. Yeah. Well, I'm an old man who does endurance races and project cars, so although I haven't done that in a while. Like the only races I ever won when I played iRacing were like 40-minute races. Right, where am I going? So seeing that actually, Gran Turismo and endurance races, I don't know if you're familiar with a YouTuber called Super GT, but he did 200 laps of the Nordschleife on Gran Turismo Sport, which if you're not familiar, the Nordschleife is like, well, in the car he was doing, I think it's like an 8-minute lap. Yeah, Sonic Spinball. These are just some of the amazing bangers I have on this playlist. And yeah, I watched a stupid amount of that. I don't know, endurance races are cool. Man, that's what annoys me. So I bought I got it in a bundle, but Super GT. He recently just did a kart race against Lando Norris because he's on Lando Norris's YouTube esports, whatever they are, team is great. Anyway, what was I talking about before I went back to Super GT? Oh, who knows? There we go, come on. Yeah, I got into doing sim racing stuff when I broke my hand, actually, when I broke my wrist, because I couldn't hold a controller, I couldn't really use a mouse, and so I ended up buying a shitty wheel, and that's now turned into me somehow just playing an awful lot of Euro Truck Simulator because it's the most relaxing thing in the history of ever. It's just watching fake European scenery go by you in the window, just chilling out with, you know, a bit of this. Okay. Refuel, sell some maps. Sell the junk in the trunk. For 6.5 million. Do some cheating. We're here. Going this one. We're here also. We're once again being doctors of agronomics. Word life. This is basic agronomics. And we are taking them to hip 53634. I feel like we've been here before. Let's make the cheating go away. Launch. For some reason I keep thinking it's a lot later than it is, which wouldn't be a problem ordinarily, but we are still under a curfew here in the Netherlands, and that means the coffee shop closes at 8, and if I want to get some weed because I'm running low, I have to keep an eye on the time. Well, I'm not sure when the curfew's meant to end. I think it's soon though. Middle of this month, perhaps? You know, it's 5:30 now. I got time. It's a short walk. To give you an idea of how fun Amsterdam is to live in, the one that is a short walk is actually not the closest coffee shop to me, and yet I will be there and back within 5 minutes. Curses. Will this actually work, or is this going to end up with me being interdicted? It's going to wind up me being interdicted. This could go badly. This could go very badly. Is it expensive for hell to live there? Yes. When I tell people how much my rent is, they look as though they want to kill me in the hopes they can then take over my place. I'm very lucky where I live. But yes, it is expensive as hell to live in Amsterdam. This is so bad. As with all my video game mistakes, very much self-inflicted. Please don't kill me. I don't want to die. Yeah, it's not great. I should have just avoided interdiction. I don't get how the jumps work while you're being interdicted. Like, sometimes it seems like you'll just you'll get away with it, and sometimes you won't. I forgot I put this on this playlist. Did you know the Valve intro is an actual song? Because I didn't until I found this. Anyway, before I got interrupted, I was about to start rolling another joint. Yeah, I was not aware of that either until about a week ago. When it first came on, I was like, hang on a minute, what have I just started Dota? And no, I hadn't actually. It was just this song. I like this track. It puts a smile on my face. I don't know why. I just like it a lot. You would think, having rolled so many literal thousands of joints in my life, that I would be a bit quicker at rolling than I am currently. Alas, no. I am now and forever be the slowest roller. Well, I can roll, I'm just real slow at it. I have on good authority, I'm actually a good roller, I'm just, again, slow. Oh look, the spam bots have arrived. Hello Russia. A bit slow today, the spam bots. 2 hours 40. Normally here within the first hour. Getting lazy. Fair enough. Yeah. So that is one thing I actually really dislike about living in Amsterdam. Although not at the moment, because I haven't been to a coffee shop since last March because they've been closed. I like to refer to them as weed evangelicals. The kind of people who will tell you it cures cancer and can bend time, and they insist on wearing like African flag colours, like on everything, even though they're the whitest person you've ever met. That kind of, you know, full on crystal gripping nerds. Like, I can't be doing with those people. And there's, as you might expect, a whole bunch of them. So the place I used to go to, and I haven't been to in a long time, I used to just go there after work. It was on my way home from work, because I don't drink, so this was my version of a drink after work. You know, I'm gonna go sit at the bar at the coffee shop, and I'm gonna roll one and walk home. And just some of the people, oh my word, like, man, I could tell you some stories about tourists in Amsterdam coffee shops. The amount of people I've seen bounce their head off like ceramic tile flooring is out of this world. And it's always the same types of people every single time. It's British kids in their early 20s or very late teens. It's mid-20s to mid-30s Italians, Greek, Spanish, like that kind of South Europe sort of thing. And then North Americans in their 40s and 50s. And what always happens with the North Americans in their 40s and 50s is, for whatever reason, they all decide they don't want to smoke. They all want to try space cake. Now, I don't know if you know, I don't want to assume you do or don't know anything about weed. I think that's not necessarily a good thing to assume, most. So I'm just going to explain. The thing with smoking weed is that the effects of actually smoking it are somewhat instant. But if you're eating a space cake, it's got to get into your system and through the blood and all the rest of it, and it takes time. And what will happen is a group of North American tourists will show up in their late 40s, early 50s, and they'll always start the same way. You know, we don't smoke. I want to try space cake. You know, what would you recommend? They always ask. They always start out so like inclined to listen to what the dealer has to say. And these dealers will always say, every time, without fail, I've heard it, I want you to understand, literally hundreds of times. Literally hundreds. You know? Eat half of this, wait 30 minutes, because it takes time to get into your system, see how you feel, and then if you feel like you can handle a bit more, then eat some more. And without fail, and I cannot tell you how many times I watched this happen. Fucking Clint will take the space cake from Barb and he'll eat half of it in a minute and a half, and then about 2.5-3 minutes later he'll say to Dale, and I'm trying to think of the most American woman name I can think of, Judy, that cake didn't do anything, I can eat the rest of it right now. And they'll eat the cake and they'll be fine, and then let's say 10 to 15 minutes later, you'll notice they just don't contribute much to a conversation anymore. They'll just stop talking. They'll carry on with the rest of their day. And you know, Clint and Dale will carry on. Well, no, Clint won't, because Clint's fucked now, but Dale and Judy and Barb will carry on. They'll have one rolled by the dealer and smoke. Meanwhile, Clint is just there, just fucking slowly dying. And he'll get past the joint, and because he's out of it, he'll smoke a bit more. And at this point, he's 100% gone and shouldn't have smoked anymore. But now he's smoked, and he's got a bit of a sore throat because he's not used to it. He's going to drink more, and so he drinks more and more of his water that he gets for free because he's cheap. And Clint then decides, after this, we're now talking, this is all in the space of about an hour. Clint now decides that he needs to go to the bathroom really bad. And so he gets up and he goes to the bathroom. But it's the first time he stood up in an hour after being high as an absolute goddamn kite. And he whites out, and he falls backwards, and he smashes his head off the ceramic tiles that are on the floor. So many times. Like, I've seen that exact sequence of events, word for word, probably 100 times. Without exaggeration. It's amazing to me. Just when the dealer says eat half and wait, just eat half and wait, Clint. Please. Barb and Judy and Dale don't want to go to the hospital on their Amsterdam vacation. Come on. Come on, Clint. And, you know. And then, of course, the other variant of that I really enjoy is the young British lads in their late teens, early 20s. No, exactly. Well, so this is where the British story comes in, because you'll get these lads come over who do smoke all the time. They smoke this shitty weed they get in Bolton, you know, like in a shit town in England, and think they can handle, when they get off the plane on their EasyJet flight, some actual weed, and then it turns out quite rapidly that they can't. And the same thing will happen. They smoke too much, they either drink, they drink too much, they get up. Timber. The best one I saw out of that was someone who actually did manage to get to the bathroom, but then coming out of the bathroom, because the door in that place opens outwards, they literally just fell through the door. Fucking bounced their dome off the floor. Unbelievable. And that's the other thing with it. These, like the guys working in the coffee shop, I've seen this happen a million times. Why would you not listen to them? They're doing it so you're going to have a nice time on your vacation. Come on. Just eat half the cake, Clint. I mean, I don't need to bring my own popcorn because I'm sat there with my own joint. And the occasional milkshake. I actually picked a really bad time to pick this joint up. To be honest, I kind of halfway forgot I was rolling it. I mean, you can make that happen. I didn't always live here, and then I decided I wanted to live here. And let me tell you, I am nothing special. If I can do it, fucking anyone can. I mean, the thing to do it is, you got to do it before you got any more things that make it impossible. Like, you don't have kids then think, oh, now I want to see the rest of the world, you know? But put it this way, I absolutely do not regret leaving the UK. Not one iota. I've been here now for a little over 9 years. I'm so glad. This is not the greatest joint I've ever rolled in my life. Yeah. I mean, not to cast judgment or anything, but it's a pretty big shit show. I need to buy some new electric lighters because these are getting a bit... Can you even see that? Yeah, there you go. They're getting a bit ropey. But they're infinitely cheaper than buying a million disposable ones. or even refill in a Zippo. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, we're a similar age. I'm 30. I literally just turned 34. And there was a point in my life, like, there's a reason I'm wearing, like, all these, like, I got baseball hats, and I'm wearing one, like, I like baseball. I'm fair enough into American culture. There was a point in my life that it wouldn't have been out of the question that I would have moved to the US. I've got family in Connecticut, I got family in New York, I could have done it. And looking back at it, I'm so glad that didn't happen. I can't imagine living in the US now, voluntarily. Yeah. The thing that will forever baffle me about US is, okay, I understand why guns are entrenched in politics and culture and the history of the United States. I understand that. I understand it's not simple just saying, get rid of the guns. What I don't understand is the apparent unwillingness to change the status quo in 2021. That's what I don't understand. I get how the US and guns has reached the point that it's at, and I get that it's not as straightforward as just, you know, saying get rid of them. I realise that. I truly do. But just the sheer apathy towards change is perplexing. I truly don't understand that. Like, when you take a look at what happened in New Zealand, they had one disaster and like that instantly everything changed, like almost unanimously. Like Australia many years ago now, when they had all their problems, the Port Victoria, I forget where it was, when Australia had their thing, and you know, that was like a near unanimous changing of the status quo. When Dunblane happened in the UK, same thing, laws changed instantly, like everyone was on the same page, because how could you be on any other page? I don't understand the resistance. If I had this on the screen the entire time, god damn it. I don't understand the resistance. No, it's not resistance. I don't understand the apathy. I don't understand the lack of apparent desire to change. Like, it's all very well good saying, yes, these are horrible things that should never happen, but then no one does anything to change them. I mean, the idea that you're again, I understand the history and the politics and how it's a defining part of the American vision and whatnot, but the idea that you're so beholden to this piece of paper that was written 240 years ago is mind-boggling. Words fail me. That was written in 1776, was it not? Am I correct on my American history here? Just, the world changes, and even then, it's designed for defense against an organized government or something or other, as though any hick anywhere with a shotgun is going to actually have a real defense of doing so. It's just, the whole thing is, it would be preposterous if it wasn't so pathetically sad. Something about perspective here makes this, my hand look like it's tiny. I don't know, this camera's weird. I mean, I don't think necessarily having a third political party would help solve the problems that there are in the US. The problems are way deeper than where the current sides are, you know. I don't know what the solution is either. I just like the last, I'm going to say 10 years in global politics have been an absolute nightmare. And I say this as a British person living in the Netherlands. I'm all too familiar with fucking bad political decisions. Right. Wait, we're coming back, okay. Yeah, I mean, I would have said something similar about the Netherlands until this most recent election. Dutch politics is a fascinating thing. Like, every government basically is a coalition. There's like 7 or 8 parties of note. It's a real conflation of things. Oh, thank you. Too much of this is the problem, that's why I'm forgetting. And also there's like the cheat sheet is the closest I'd come to like actually good streaming things. Apart from dumb jokes while playing Tetris Effect are only funny to me. free jumps. Yeah, I mean, so I'm in a weird situation right now, currently, okay? I am a British citizen living in the Netherlands, okay? I moved here as an EU citizen, which I now no longer am because of Brexit. The only reason I'm still here is because I've been here for more than 5 years when that happened. And so the Dutch government was nice enough to offer me permanent residence without having to take any of the language tests or civic integration or anything like that you normally have to do. But I'm now in a weird sort of limbo in that while I'm a permanent resident, I'm a permanent resident in a way that most organisations that I would need to notify them of don't recognise yet. So, for example, let me explain a bit further. My permanent residence card has written on it Article 50, which is the Brexit withdrawal agreement thing. Now, the reason why that's relevant is because when I go to my bank and say to them, here, look, I'm a permanent resident now, I'm no longer an EU citizen, but this is how I can legally have a bank account here. And they look at it and they put in there what it says on the card into their system, and it doesn't have anything about Article 50 on there. They don't know what to do. So my bank account is currently in a weird limbo where, oh yeah, my work was actually the easiest. Well, no, actually I had problems with work as well, but I'm fine. I legally yes, but the transition was weird because this is a transition that no one's ever had to make before. So I'm in a weird situation now with my bank where I have an account that is only for Dutch nationals or Dutch residents, but my account thinks that I'm not a Dutch national or a Dutch resident. So I've got that weird glitch in the system, bug thing that they're not going to fix for whatever reason because they need to update their stuff because of my weird residence card. The thing with work is so I work through a temp agency in my current job. When the transition fully happened on the 1st of January, it also coincided with there being a whole lack of work due to COVID stuff happening around the world. Like supply chain got messed up somewhere and just was a disaster. But either way, I come back to work after that delay has happened, and suddenly I notice there's all the other British people that used to work there, they work there anymore. And the reason why that is because they haven't been in the Netherlands as long as I have. They didn't qualify for automatic residence, and therefore they couldn't work anymore. But in order for me to get my contract switched over, they basically had to fire me and issue me a new contract, which, because of the way the law works as far as temporary agreements in the Netherlands, is weird. And so again, I'm in a weird limbo kind of half and half situation because no one knows how to solve this yet. Because this has not happened before. And so I've got situations now where, for example, it's not particularly clear what going to the UK and back looks like for me right now. Because customs is already weird. Okay, so I very obviously I have a British accent. It's very clearly not a Dutch one. When I go home for Christmas, when I'm flying from Bristol back to Amsterdam, I always get asked, what is the purpose of your journey? Because they always get confused of why someone will be going between Christmas and New Year to Amsterdam. I don't know why. And I say, despite having a British passport in my hand and saying like this, I say, well, this is my return journey, I'm going home. I came back to Bristol for Christmas and now I'm going home. And that confuses already. And so now when you hear stories like people being unclear what passports you can actually use to get through customs or which end, and I've heard so many horror stories that even if it was possible, but it's not due to Corona, I wouldn't want to travel right now because no one knows what they're doing yet. And this is before you get into how badly it's actually fucking up the UK itself. Like, I am, unfortunately, as has been proven throughout the entire 5-year-old deal, that my particular subset of people, i.e. British people living in the EU, are a very, very small part of the proceedings. Minuscule. So I worry, for example, for my parents who are still in the UK and are now dealing with the currency like losing so much value that it's unreal, and supermarket shelves being literally empty because trucks can't get through customs at Dover. Like, some real backwards progression, like serious, like not just taking one step back, but literally doing a complete 180 degrees and getting to a full-on sprint in the wrong direction. It's Brexit. So that's the other thing. Like, my parents have had dreams. Oh, we're going to retire to Portugal in our old age. Like, well, you're not going to now. Like that's gone. They're not going to let. Why would they? You can't just, you know. Brexit happened because the former Prime Minister David Cameron was trying to appeal to a subset of exceptionally racist people in his political following. So he called for the Brexit vote, thinking it would never happen. Basically, that the small subset of extremely right-wing dickheads would get outvoted by people who could actually see sense and see reason, and that the EU is ultimately a very positive thing for the nation. In a completely legally non-binding referendum. Didn't mean anything. Didn't have to go through with anything once the referendum happened. But then he miscalculated the fact that there's a lot of very stupid people who are also very racist in the United Kingdom, and they were preyed upon by a bunch of liars who, literally through lies, determined to show these people that the EU is somehow the enemy, that the NHS was underfunded specifically because of the EU, which is preposterous. That the UK be able to close its borders and control its own immigration like it didn't already do that, which it exactly did. Just so much combined lying and stupidity, and then a 52-48 vote happened in a non-binding referendum, and here we are. People get made effectively illegal immigrants in their own homes. You know, the economy collapses 20%. You harm generations of kids who will never get to explore the continent like people before them have. You split families in weird ways depending on where they are in Europe. So I'm lucky that I'm in the Netherlands because it's relatively straightforward. There are many, many more horror shows, like many more horror stories. If you go to like Germany or France or Italy, there's some people in some real bad situations just because there was no need for this unprecedented event to happen that happened. Hey, what time is it? I should actually get going now. Man, it's been fun hanging out, and I don't know how much more Elite Dangerous are going to play, but I hope you come hang out for something else, because it's been fun talking to you. I'm gonna get some food, I think. I don't know what, but I'm gonna eat something. Oh, I will. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.